It has everything to do with enlightenment, because if you're enlightened, then how can you have desires then? What is there to desire then if you're enlightened? Huh? Nothing to desire then. It means there is light, no? This desires can only happen if you're in darkness. If you desire, then you're in darkness, then no enlightenment. Enlightenment is light. Enlightenment. Enlightenment, no darkness, no desires, no suffering. What is the difference between temporary enlightenment and permanent enlightenment? There is no temporary enlightenment, there is only enlightenment. But there is inside, there is Satoris, no? And Satori, it is the same as enlightenment, but you just have a glimpse. Like in some mysterious way, suddenly the curtain goes and then it closes again. Many people, they hold on to that experience, no? And then the ego can take that also. Then you become spiritual ego. Enlightenment, then the curtain is gone. Not only is gone, it's burnt. Even if you want to close it, it's gone. So you better enjoy when you have the curtain. Then you can play with it. Sometimes enlightened, sometimes not enlightened. When the curtain is gone, you can't play that anymore. That's the hassle of being enlightened. No, no excuse. What is suffering and how can we overcome that? By becoming more sensitive, by reflecting, by meditating, by becoming more conscious. That is the way of the sannyasins, of the meditators. No? They want to overcome it. First you have to accept that something is wrong. Life is suffering, like Buddha said. Huh? Then you have to be ready to transform that. You have to be able to look at yourself and see what is causing this suffering. What is causing this merry-go-round? Then that is very uncomfortable in the beginning because you have to really face yourself. Then if you want to be free of suffering, you have to look at everything that you're doing. You can't cheat yourself. Maybe you can cheat somebody else, but you cannot cheat yourself. It's impossible. The only way is to be truthful to yourself, which is very, very difficult if you don't have a mirror. That is what in the East they call the master, a mirror. He can reflect you. No? Otherwise you don't see. Then in Buddha's light it's easy to understand it, to listen, to meditate. He makes the right climate. It's very difficult in the city. You want to be more conscious and everybody wants to go to the disco. It's very difficult. Different desires, no? And then you ask, what is the end of suffering? End of suffering is consciousness, is enlightenment. It's seeing clearly that there is no I. Then who can suffer? Only I can suffer. Only ego can suffer. That is the biggest attachment. You have so many attachments to people, to places, to money, to name, to fame, to country, whatever it is. Then you have attachment in your mind, in your ideas, things you are grasping, holding on to. Is deeper. People can't even let go of something outside. What to say about the inside? Then all that has gone through, and then the last, who am I? When that is gone, then that is the end of suffering. What is the end of suffering? That is self-realization. That is the end of suffering. Then you see that you are not this idea. Then who to suffer? He went together with the curtain.